Beyond the Final Frame by Ba Maung T. Sky. Chapter 1, The Last Screening. The Lyric Theatre stood as a testament to the golden era of cinema, its vintage posters and modern screens creating a bridge between past and present. Joshua, the theater's dedicated manager, moved through the lobby with a sense of pride. Adjusting displays and greeting patrons with a warmth that made the Lyric feel like home.
Evening, Joshua.
Mr. Carl said, a smile crinkling the corners of his eyes as he approached with his usual bag of popcorn in hand.
Good evening, Mr. Carl. Ready for tonight's journey back in time?
Joshua replied, his tone light, betraying a hint of the excitement he felt for the evening's special screening. Mr. Carl chuckled.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. You always pick the best classics. Makes me feel young again.
Joshua smiled, a mix of nostalgia and longing briefly crossing his face.
We all need an escape sometimes, don't we? Enjoy the show.
As Mr. Carl headed into the auditorium, Joshua paused, his gaze lingering on the bustling crowd. He loved this place, yet deep down, he yearned for adventures beyond the silver screen. The lights dimmed, and a hush fell over the auditorium. Joshua stood at the back, watching as the opening credits rolled, the familiar thrill of storytelling washing over him. The room was filled with an eclectic mix of movie enthusiasts. Each person lost in the anticipation of the film. Halfway through the movie, a sudden, sharp noise pierced the air, a stark contrast to the laughter moments before. The audience gasped, turning in their seats towards the back row. Without hesitation, Joshua sprang into action, his voice calm but firm as he navigated through the panicked crowd.
Please stay calm. Let me handle this,
he announced, moving towards the disturbance. As Joshua approached the source of the commotion, a figure emerged from the shadows, the glint of a gun visible in the dim light. Time seemed to slow, each step Joshua took felt heavy, laden with a dread he couldn't shake. The sound of the gunshot echoed through the theater, a cruel finale to the evening's escapade. Joshua felt the impact, a searing pain that tore through his thoughts, scattering them like leaves in the wind. As he fell, the world around him began to fade, his thoughts drifting to the life he'd lived and the dreams he'd harbored.
So this is it,
he murmured to himself, a sense of resignation washing over him.
I wish I'd seen more of the world beyond these walls.
But death, it seemed, was not the end. The pain receded, and Joshua found himself enveloped in a gentle light, floating in a space that felt both alien and welcoming. Drawn towards a shimmering portal, he felt his fears and regrets slip away.
Where am I?
Joshua whispered, his voice echoing softly in the vast expanse. A voice, warm and omnipresent, answered.
Somewhere new, Joshua. A place of endless stories. Your journey is just beginning. Tune in to episode 2 to find out what happens next. Share and subscribe.